A third implication or consequence of the divine authorship of biblical law, according to Greenberg, is that the purpose of the law in Israelite society is going to be different from the purpose of the law in other societies. So in non-Israelite society, the purpose of the law is to secure certain socio-political benefits. Think about the preamble of the American Constitution, which states the purpose of the law. It reads almost exactly like the prologues to these ancient collections. You can pick out words that are identical. The purpose of the law is to establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty. So when you see the prologue of Ur-nammu, the purpose of the law, establish equity, protect the underprivileged, promote the common weal and welfare, basically. The laws of Lipit-Ishtar in the prologue, establish justice, banish complaints, I like that one, bring well-being, promote the common weal and welfare. Same again with the Code of Hammurabi's prologue, to promote the welfare of the people, good government, the right way, prosperity. But for Israel, the law does include these benefits, but is not limited to these benefits. The law also aims at sanctifying, all right, a concept we dealt with at great length in the last lecture. Sanctifying, rendering holy or like God those who abide by its terms. So the laws that are presented in the Holiness Code are introduced with this exhortation, which you don't find in other places. Leviticus 19, verse 2, you shall be holy, for I, the Lord your God, am holy. And then the laws begin, you shall each revere your mother and father, keep my Sabbaths, etc., etc. But the introduction, you shall be holy, for I, the Lord your God, am holy. Being holy in imitation of God is emphasized repeatedly as the purpose of the laws, in the Holiness Code especially. The holiness motif is represented as being present at the very inception of the covenant, when Israel is assembled at Mount Sinai, that opening speech that God makes in Exodus 19, verse 5 and 6.
If you will be faithful to me and heed my covenant, you shall be my treasured possession amongst all peoples. God says to you, all the earth is mine, but you shall be to me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation.
These are the rules that demarcate you as dedicated to me, i.e. holy. Now there are lots of general and specific similarities and parallels between Israelite and ancient Near Eastern laws. Lots of goring oxen, lots of pregnant women who are in the wrong place at the wrong time and getting struck and accidentally miscarrying. But we're going to look at some of the formal and stylistic differences between ancient Near Eastern and biblical law. And we can assume just a tremendous amount of common ground, okay? And some of these are pointed out by Greenberg and some by other scholars. One distinguishing feature of Israelite law is the addition of a rationale or a motive clause in many of the laws. All right, which again is not something that's really featured in the genre of law writing in these other collections. It's not a part of the genre of writing those. Doesn't mean they didn't have a rationale, but it wasn't how it was presented. So we find this in the Bible, particularly in what we might refer to as the humanitarian laws. And on the whole, these rationales will appeal to historical events like the Exodus or creation.